Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we struggled, we grinded, we bled, we sweated for it. We got 22 somehow. So we're going to show you exactly what we did to get here. The base is solid, but it's all about the attack, and it's all about the tech. So we're going to break those down for you. Guys, if you haven't already, I appreciate it if you use that code CHICKEN in the shop, if you're going to grab instant training or anything else for the remainder of the season. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like watching the videos, it's just a better way to make sure you get notified. If you want to get notified of everything, hit the bell, but I don't know. Do you guys hit the bell for any channels? I feel like that's kind of a little intensive. I personally don't have notifications on, I don't think, for any channels. But I mean, if you want to be notified, the way I always say it is that hit the bell if you want to be alerted for like streams and stuff. It's a good way not to miss any of those. So if you want to do that, anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. But yeah, okay. So first, let's go over the tech. The most important thing. You're not going to be able to do this without the appropriate or the right tech. Rifles are good. It's just there's some other stuff I think that's better and it's on our path. Rifles are good and I would get them and max them, but we need to keep moving forward. We made the mistake this season of unlocking everything, and it's it bit us until now, where we've been able to get through Diamond, get our rank 22 chest, and yeah. So okay, so what's the order as we go up from 5 into 6? That's the biggest question. So number 1, troop damage. That's going to set you basically into Diamond. Heavy choppers, that's going to be your Diamond maintenance. You're probably not going to fall back into gold once you have troop damage, 6 ERs, and heavy choppers, as long as you have most of the defenses. Next, if you don't have this prototype, we need all 4 prototypes at 6 ERs to be competitive. I was able to do it without it, but that's because I think I don't know. It's honestly because I grinded it out, I think. But we want the Sky Shield. Then if you don't have this, get this. You should get Gavon. If you don't have Gavon, you can't get him. That's okay. Brick and battle orders are, a good alternative. They can work. A lot of guys are running that at very high levels too. So you don't necessarily need Gavon. He definitely makes things easier. Critters are going to be nice. I might get them next. I'm not 100% sure what my next move is. Critters are nice because that's going to allow us to bard out one engine, use critters to clear mines with the Laser Rangers, and move forward like that. I do think Laser Rangers are the troop of choice, not only for right now, but I think for the rest of the season. I think we want to have Laser Rangers. With critter launchers being as they are right now, the Bombardiers are too slow, so we need the Laser Rangers to cut through them. You can go Seekers if you're a Seeker guy. You obviously already know all about that. Artillery we're going to skip for right now. We don't really need it. The GBE is definitely helpful. I mean, if we are going to just strictly use Barrage on one engine room at 6 ERs with the building health, it's going to take 6 Barrage, or I believe it's 150 gunboat energy. So you need the GB if you're going to go that route. Next, we want to go 7. Now, going 7 is actually really bad unless you have all of the defense at 6. 7 by itself is not a push point. 7 with the troop damage, different story. With the building damage and the rockets, another story. That's the next thing. Rocket launchers. Rocket launchers are everywhere now, from what I've seen at least. Max rockets are good, but they're not that good. They're not, it. They're not the next, instant rank up. They're okay. They definitely help on taking down some Laser Rangers here and there, but for the most part, they're pretty easy to get around, especially with heavy choppers. They're not, the end-all be-all, so I'm probably not going to go for them. Over here, we have an extra shock launcher, which is the most attractive thing out of these 3 pieces, but they come at the cost of Scorchers. So whatever this tech node costs, it's 30-something. We're looking at 70 keys for one shock launcher. That's half the keys to go to 70R. I don't think the shock launcher is going to be that important right now, and I don't see anybody else running it. That being said, it might be very good. We just don't know because we haven't seen them out there just yet. In terms of the stuff back here, you guys already know the deal there. But yeah, next is either going to be the Doom Cannon or Critters. We got to figure out if we want to go a little bit more defensive or a little bit more offensive. Leaning towards offensive because that seems to be what's been able to get us out of our hole that we kind of put ourselves in. So let's talk about 22 and the attack strategy, okay? So let's see if we get some decent times here. This was my best time, so we'll see if we can talk through this one. Oh, it's a 5 yard. Never mind. Um, let's just go on this last one. This last one was pretty average, I think. All right, so this is a very common base right now, right? So I'll show you how I'm hitting it, and I'll show you another way to hit it too. So here's how I did all of the horseshoe bases, which is what I call these. And this has also been my attack strategy for pretty well every base. So 2 heavy choppers, 4 laser rangers, 2 heavy choppers, 5 laser rangers, 1 boated bombers. So yeah, that's 8 in total, I think. And then we put Kavan down on this side. So the way we do this is heavy chopper on either side. Now, if there's a doom cannon in the middle, it's only 2 barrage to take it out. So use your barrage on the doom cannon. It just saves you like 2 or 3 shocks, whatever you would need to keep it off your heavy choppers. This one didn't have it, so we don't have to worry about that. Next is we want to use barrage to take out mines if we're using laser rangers. The number 1 defense against laser rangers is pretty well the mines. That's going to be what slows you up the most. So you see right there, didn't have a doom cannon to take down. I don't know where this guy's doom cannon was. I guess he didn't even have one. Yeah, and then you see we got to be super careful. Those mortars, they'll almost kill them. It's nice to put Kavan down on the side that we know they're going to get pinched by the mortars. And then all we're doing is we're just free clearing. So we're just letting them run up both sides. They'll get a decent time on it. I like to clear those mines at the top in advance so I don't have to worry about them by the time that I get there while we're doing this free clearing out at the bottom. I hit the shock launcher here a couple times because the shock launcher, it's going to clip your laser rangers. It's really going to slow you down. It's better just to get it, shocked if you don't have anything else more important to shock. So then we come up to here, and this is kind of how this goes, is your troops will kind of meet in the middle, and then they'll split a little bit, which is exactly how we want this. But you'll notice, what the most dangerous part about these attacks is this corner right here, because what happens is there's usually 2 shock launchers in the back, and they always, just for whatever reason, they trap 100% of your troops on this stupid corner. So don't just let them free clear go into it, because you see what's going to happen right here. They're going to hit that shock at some point. But the way we get off that is we just simply flare beside it. It's not really going to slow them down that much more. They're still going basically the same area. This one was a little bit high. I probably could have put it closer towards those mines. But that's going to get them off the wall, because the troops will follow the wall and they'll do weird stuff. So get them off the wall. It gets them away from that stupid radius of that shock launcher. Can we see what that is? Can I click on that? No, it's not going to let me. No. Okay, well, whatever. You get the idea. So you flare them off the wall, and then we're just simply walking down, and then we're free clearing. Now, there's really not a whole pile we can do here at this point. What I like to do is just stockpile my barrage, but the most important thing to do is flare them early if you can. Obviously, it didn't matter there because, but you see the flare's already on the way. It didn't matter there because there was nothing else left to shoot at, but it's a good habit to get into, is just throwing that flare, throwing some barrage, and yeah, that's how we want to focus that attack. The other way we can do that, I'll dive back in for a sec. The other way we can do that is if we have or if we have critters, we can actually BART out this engine over here, put all of our troops on the right side, get them up to this kind of P2 area. They'll clear all that at once, flare them up again right up over here. So you can do that a little bit faster. It just costs more GBE. And if you don't have critters, what I found out, because I was trying to do this hit, without the critters, it was really tough using laser rangers because there was just so many mines everywhere and we couldn't really deal with them, right? So it just got really tough. It got really tough in that aspect. So, but yeah, that's another way that we could do that one. Let's take a look here. Do we have another base? What was this guy? That was the 5 yard. I keep going back to 5 yard. The time was good. 5 yard against 7 is just auto win, straight up. If they don't have the troop damage. So this guy had the rockets. Again, you'll see here the rockets, not the end of the world. This time we had to BART out the doom cannon in the middle. Shock the rockets. You got to watch those 4 packs of mines. They are deadly. You see right there, we lost a ton of rangers. And that ended up really slowing us down. Because in terms of time, we want to be like 2:15. On these 6 yard bases, we want to be 2 minutes and 15 seconds for the most part. But yeah. So then we come around the top, same thing, flare them off the wall, and then just let them go and let them clear and let them do their thing. But man, wow, that was tough. That was tough. That was one of the hardest pushes I think I've had in a long time. And this season, it's just, we're climbing out of that hole that we dug ourselves in. It's so hard to get out from that wave, but it can be done. We're not out of the woods just yet. We're still a little bit slow to everything, but the rank 22 chest will certainly help. And then, yeah, tomorrow we're either looking at the Doom Cannon or the Doom Cannon and Critters, maybe. Maybe Doom Cannon Critters and then save for 7 at that point. That might give us a chance to get to 23, which would be great. And then we'll see what happens from there. But that's where we're at for right now, guys. I do hope that helps you out. Let me know how you guys are making out down below in the comment section. Tough season, but hang in there. You know, our window will come. And that's it. That's all. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you checking out. Bear.